Welcome to Top Celebrities Data, where fame meets legacy. Today, we uncover the final wishes and last will of some of Hollywood's most iconic actors. What they left behind may shock you. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories like this. Sir Christopher Lee, who passed away in 2015 at the age of 93 from heart failure, left behind an estate officially valued at $48,221. However, after covering debts and obligations, his net worth was reduced to zero. The remaining estate was transferred to his wife through inheritance rights. British actor Dirk Bogarde died in 1999 from a heart attack, age 78. His estate, worth approximately $779,544, was mainly left to his nephew. He also designated allowances for his sister and made several smaller bequests to close acquaintances, reflecting his private but thoughtful legacy. Gary Cooper, the iconic American actor, died in 1961 at age 60 from prostate cancer. His estate, reportedly worth around $16 million, was primarily willed to his only daughter, Maria Cooper Janis. The gesture reflected his devotion as both a father and a Hollywood legend. Gene Hackman, who passed away peacefully in 2025 at the age of 95, left behind a lasting cinematic legacy and a fortune of $80 million. In his will, he entrusted his entire estate to his wife, Betsy Arakawa, his lifelong companion through decades of personal and professional success. Gig Young, who died tragically in 1978 at age 64 from a gunshot wound, left his estate and Academy Award to his wife and agent. These were later passed on to his daughter. His will reflected a complex and painful personal legacy beneath a celebrated Hollywood career. Henry Fonda, a pillar of American cinema, passed away in 1982 at the age of 77 due to heart disease. In his will, he left most of his estate to his fifth wife. He also allocated $200,000 to his adopted daughter, showing a final gesture of care and structured legacy planning. James Coburn, the Oscar-winning actor known for his rugged charm, died in 2002 at age 74 of a heart attack. His estate, reportedly worth $10 million, was directed to be shared among his wife and 3 children, reflecting a balanced and inclusive approach to inheritance. Mickey Rooney, once among the biggest stars in Hollywood, passed away in 2014 at the age of 93. His estate, however, was surprisingly modest, just $18,000 left entirely to his caregiver. He intentionally disinherited all 8 children and his wife, revealing a deeply complex personal story. Norman Lloyd, a revered actor and producer whose life spanned over a century, passed in 2021 at the age of 106. Though exact details were private, it is likely his will included provisions for distributing his estate among family and possibly charitable causes, aligning with his principal character. Peter Fonda, son of Henry Fonda and a cultural figure in his own right, passed away in 2019 from lung cancer at 79. His estate, valued at $4 million, was left to his wife and 3rd child. His financially secure siblings were excluded, in a decision consistent with his desire for fairness. Alan Rickman, beloved for roles from Die Hard to Harry Potter, died in 2016 at age 69 from pancreatic cancer. He left most of his £4 million estate to his wife, gave legacy amounts to siblings, and generously donated £100,000 to charities, ensuring his legacy would continue in both family and philanthropic form. Anthony Quinn, a two-time Oscar winner known for Zorba the Greek, passed in 2001 at the age of 86 due to respiratory failure. His last will managed a $20 million estate, ensuring provisions for his wife Nana and sons Francesco and Ryan, demonstrating enduring care for both his family and legacy. Audrey Hepburn, timeless screen icon and humanitarian, died in 1993 at age 63 from appendiceal cancer. Her estimated $55 million estate was divided equally between her sons. However, years later, a legal dispute arose over her personal items that were not explicitly included in the will, highlighting the complexities of even the most graceful farewells. Bob Hoskins, a beloved figure in British cinema, passed away in 2014 at the age of 71 from pneumonia. In his will, he focused on leaving his estate to his wife Linda, bequeathing her £1 million. His legacy endures not only in film, but also in the quiet strength of his personal choices. Bob Saget, comedian and actor loved for Full House, died in 2022 at 65 from head trauma. His will left a $50 million estate to wife Kelly Rizzo, who was named sole heir and executor. He also arranged provisions for his 3 daughters, balancing his final wishes between love, trust, and thoughtful planning. Burt Lancaster, the magnetic star of From Here to Eternity, passed in 1994 at age 80 from a heart attack. His $40 million estate was equally divided between his 2 sons. He also honored his first wife by leaving her significant assets, reflecting enduring ties despite their separation. Burt Reynolds, iconic for his charm and swagger, died in 2018 at age 82 from a heart attack. His $5 million estate was placed in a trust and managed by his niece, the named executor. Notably, his son Quentin was intentionally excluded, a decision that sparked media speculation but honored Reynolds' personal wishes. Buster Keaton, the silent film genius, passed away in 1966 at the age of 70 due to lung cancer. His will directed his $36 million estate be distributed among his wife and 2 children, though without specifying the exact shares. His legacy lives on through timeless laughter and careful family provision. Cary Grant, the embodiment of Hollywood elegance, died in 1986 at the age of 82 after a stroke. His $60 million estate was shared between his wife Barbara and daughter Jennifer. In a touching gesture, he also left $10,000 to the doctor who guided him through experimental LSD therapy. Chadwick Boseman, whose strength inspired millions, died in 2020 at only 43 from colon cancer. He had no will, so California law mandated his $2.3 million estate be divided equally between his wife and his parents, an outcome shaped not by instruction, but by law and familial respect. Charlton Heston, legendary for Ben-Hur and the 10 Commandments, passed away in 2008 at 84 due to pneumonia. His $12 million estate was left primarily to his wife Lydia. The remaining portion was divided among his children and grandchildren, extending his legacy beyond the screen into generations. Christopher Reeve, who died in 2004 at age 52, left behind a $35 million estate. It was divided among his wife Dana and their children, with additional provisions likely directed to the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation supporting spinal cord research. Clark Gable passed away in 1960 at the age of 59. His will bequeathed most of his estimated $100 million estate to his final wife, Kay. He also made specific provisions for his first wife, reflecting a respectful and carefully planned distribution. Dean Martin, who died in 1995 at age 78 from emphysema, left a $45 million estate. He clearly stated that all of his assets were to be passed on to his wife John and their children, ensuring that his family remained fully provided for. Dennis Hopper passed away in 2010 at the age of 74. His will directed that his estimated $40 million estate be distributed among his children and heirs, with a clear clause specifically excluding his estranged wife Victoria from any inheritance. Elizabeth Taylor died in 2011 at the age of 79 from congestive heart failure. Her vast $600 million estate, including real estate, jewelry, and stock, was mainly left to her 4 children and her AIDS foundation. Her jewels were auctioned for charity. Elvis Presley, born in 1935, left behind an estate worth $5 million when he died of a heart attack in 1977. His 1973 will named his father, Vernon Presley, as the sole heir. Eventually, the estate passed to his daughter, Lisa Marie, becoming the foundation of the Graceland legacy. Frank Sinatra, who passed in 1998 at age 82, left most of his estate, jewelry, real estate, luxury cars, and $3.5 million to his wife Barbara. He also made specific bequests to his children and grandchildren, reflecting a thoughtful and detailed farewell. Fred Astaire, who died in 1987 at the age of 88 from pneumonia, left a $4 million estate mainly to his widow, Robin Smith. His will included a personal request to block any film portrayal of his life, honoring his legacy on his own terms. Gregory Peck passed away in 2003 at the age of 87. His estate, estimated between $30 to $40 million, was distributed through a trust to his widow, daughter, and several charitable organizations, reflecting both his devotion to family and humanitarian causes. Harry Belafonte died in 2023, aged 96, from congestive heart failure. While the full details remain private, his estimated $30 million estate was likely distributed according to his will, with provisions for both family members and philanthropic causes. Heath Ledger passed away in 2008 at just 28 from an accidental overdose. His $16.3 million estate was left entirely to his parents and 3 sisters. His daughter was not included, as the will had not been updated before his untimely death. Humphrey Bogart passed away in 1957 at age 57 from esophageal cancer. He left his $5 million estate to his wife Lauren Bacall in trust, with the intention that the assets would later be transferred to their children. His legacy was secured through careful planning for his family's future. James Dean died in 1955 at the young age of 24 in a tragic car crash. Without a will in place, his $100,000 estate and future income from royalties and image rights were legally inherited by his father. His sudden death left a legacy both cinematic and legal in nature. James Gandolfini passed in 2013 at the age of 51 from a heart attack. His $70 million estate was generously divided among family and close friends. He also established trusts for his children, ensuring their financial security and honoring the deep connections he valued most in life. James Stewart died in 1997 at the age of 86 from a pulmonary embolism. His estate, worth an estimated $3 million, was primarily left to his beloved wife. Provisions were also made for his children, reflecting a deeply personal and thoughtful farewell from one of Hollywood's most respected actors. John Wayne passed away in 1979 at the age of 72 due to stomach cancer. His will reflected his complex personal life. He left structured payments for 7 children, a trust fund for an ex-wife, and even bequests to longtime secretaries. His estate showed both legacy and loyalty. Kirk Douglas passed away in 2020 at the remarkable age of 103 due to natural causes. Nearly all of his $61 million estate was donated to the Douglas Foundation, a philanthropic organization he co-founded with his wife, aiming to support education, healthcare, and the arts. Laurence Olivier passed away in 1989 at the age of 82 from kidney failure. In his will, he left £1.3 million to his widow and gifted personal belongings to close friends, including a rare edition of Hamlet, specially reserved for the esteemed actor Sir John Gielgud, his longtime collaborator and cherished friend. Marilyn Monroe passed in 1962 at just 36 years old due to a barbiturate overdose. Her $800,000 estate and residual image rights were mostly bequeathed to acting coach Lee Strasberg, who later passed it to his second wife, making her the unexpected heir to Monroe's global legacy. Marlon Brando died in 2004 at age 80 from pulmonary fibrosis. His $21.6 million estate was divided into 2 major education trusts, one for his grandchildren, another for underprivileged youth. All 10 of his children were named as additional beneficiaries, reflecting a wide-reaching and carefully planned legacy. Matthew Perry passed in 2023 at age 54 from the acute effects of ketamine. His will, written in 2009, excluded any potential children and named his parents, half-sister, and ex-girlfriend as beneficiaries of his $120 million estate, and intimate and deliberate distribution of his fortune. Orson Welles died in 1985 at the age of 70 from a heart attack. His will left most of his estate to longtime companion Oya Kodar. He also included precise instructions for cremation and the scattering of his ashes, reflecting his desire for a poetic and deeply personal farewell. Patrick Swayze passed in 2009 at the age of 57 due to pancreatic cancer. His $40 million estate was bequeathed to his beloved wife, Lisa Niemi. He also arranged for donations to several charitable causes, honoring his values of compassion, his generosity, and enduring love. Paul Newman died in 2008 at the age of 83 from lung cancer. His $600 million estate was left to his wife Joanne Woodward, while his licensing rights and awards were donated to his charity, Newman's Own. His legacy combined family devotion and an enduring commitment to social good. Paul Walker passed in 2013 at the age of 40 in a tragic traffic collision. His will, signed in 2001, left his entire $25 million estate to his daughter, Meadow Rain Walker. It was a touching testament to his love as a father and the importance he placed on family bonds. Peter O'Toole died in 2013 at the age of 82 from stomach cancer. He left his £4,004,000 estate to his children, a granddaughter, and his assistant. Notably, he excluded his estranged daughter from the will, revealing both personal affection and unresolved family distance. Peter Sellers passed away in 1980 at the age of 54 from a heart attack. His £4.5 million estate was left entirely to his 4th wife. Tragically, due to an outdated will, each of his 3 children received only £750, an oversight that caused long-standing tension within the family. Richard Burton died in 1984 at age 58 from a cerebral hemorrhage. He left 25% of his UK-based assets to his daughters. The larger portion, worth $3.37 million in Bermuda, was bequeathed to his fourth wife, Sally Burton, highlighting both paternal care and deep romantic bonds. Robert Mitchum passed in 1997 at the age of 79 due to lung cancer and emphysema. His will entrusted the bulk of his $50 million estate to his wife and two sons. A significant portion was also reserved for his daughter, securing the legacy of one of Hollywood's classic leading men. Robin Williams died in 2014 at the age of 63. His $100 million estate was left to his three children, while his widow Susan received lifetime rights to their shared home, including designated funds for its upkeep. His will reflected both generosity and careful planning for those he loved. Rock Hudson passed in 1985 at the age of 59 due to complications from AIDS. His will left his entire $22 million estate to a trust. Notably, he explicitly disinherited his 12 living cousins, a rare legal move that reflected personal choices and long-held boundaries. Sean Connery passed in 2020 at age 90 due to pneumonia. His estate, valued at an estimated $350 million, was reportedly left almost entirely to his wife, Micheline Roquebrune. His only son, Jason Connery, was excluded, reflecting a private family decision and Connery's long-held approach to financial independence. Sidney Poitier died in 2022 at the age of 94 from heart failure. His $50 million estate was placed into a private trust. The primary beneficiaries were his widow Joanna and 6 daughters. Though the specific terms were never disclosed, the structure reflected his deep care and equal devotion to his family. Spencer Tracy passed in 1967 at the age of 67 from a heart attack. His entire estate, worth approximately $500,000 at the time, equivalent to $4.7 million in 2024, was divided among his wife, 2 children, and brother, ensuring his closest kin received the full fruits of his career. Steve McQueen died in 1980 at the age of 50 from a heart attack. His 1973 will divided his $30 million estate between his 2 children, acknowledging his divorce. Though his life was cut short, McQueen's foresight ensured his legacy would support the next generation. Walter Matthau passed in 2000 at the age of 79 from a heart attack. His $20 million estate was evenly split between his beloved wife, Carol Marcus, and son, Charles Matthau. The equal distribution reflected both gratitude and trust, honoring the 2 most important people in his life. William Holden died in 1981 at the age of 63 from complications caused by a fall. He left $250,000 to his partner, actress Stephanie Powers. The remainder of his multi-million-dollar estate went to family members, marking both romance and responsibility in his final wishes. Yul Brynner passed in 1985 at the age of 65 due to lung cancer. He left the majority of his $10 million estate to his 4th wife, Kathy Lee Brynner. The bequest symbolized the stability he found late in life and his desire to protect those closest to him. Their stories may have ended, but their final wishes live on. Which actor's last will surprise you the most? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more.